Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Bus with me, Deepika Mehto, and coming up in the next half an hour. T20 Cricket World Cup Super 8 kicks off in style from today. USA all set to face South Africa in first Super 8 encounter tonight with an eye on the semi-final spot. In a shocking move, Kane Williamson declines central contract as he steps down from captaincy in T20Is and ODIs. Williamson, however, re-emphasizes long-term commitment to New Zealand team. Cristiano Ronaldo becomes first player to feature at 6th European Championship as late goal by Portugal helped them secure victory over Czech Republic, Croatia to meet Albania and Germany to face Hungary tonight. And Neeraj Chopra continues his winning streak as he secures gold medal at Paavo Nurmi Games in Turku. Union Sports Minister extends best wishes. So those were the top headlines of the hour that we're tracking for all our viewers and sports lovers here on Sports Bus. And first up, all the cricketing action from the ongoing ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup. Let's begin with tonight's clash, where South Africa will have no room for error against a spirited USA in its opening Super 8 match of the T20 Cricket World Cup on Wednesday. Slotted in Group 2 and the Super 8s, South Africa emerged as the top side from Group D in the first round, while USA clinched a historic berth in the second round after finishing second behind India in Group A. Now, it will be the first time South Africa and the USA will be meeting in a T20 international. The Proteas are riding high on the positives of 3 consecutive victories. Meanwhile, USA have had a bag of mixed results with 2 victories, a defeat and a washout in the group stage. Now, legendary West Indies fast bowler Wesley Hall met star batter Virat Kohli and gifted him his book called Answering to the Call ahead of India's Super 8 clash with Afghanistan. Now, Hall, who's a renowned cricketer for his sheer pace during his playing days, had a brief conversation with Virat Kohli and praised him as a great player. Hall played 48 test matches and got 192 scalps, and in his first-class matches in which the speedster picked up 170 wickets. He also stated that West Indies and India are strong favourites to win the trophy. Now, DD India correspondent Taposh Bhattacharya took an exclusive interview of Wesley Hall on the ongoing T20 Cricket World Cup. Let's take a listen.
Joining me is legendary West Indies bowler Wes Hall. Sir, tell us, you came here in the ground, you gifted a book to another, great Indian batsman, Virat Kohli. How was that? What exactly you guys spoke?
Well, I was very pleased when he said, that he was very glad to meet me and things like that. And, after you haven't played for a long time, the young ones that come up, they would have their own likes and dislikes, So it is quite obvious that they would have read about or even spoken to people who played with you. And they will read up and see what happened. They look at your stats. Because the problem with cricket now, what is happening, that in another 10, 20, 30, 40 years, everything is going to be your stats. Nobody's going to remember who bowled or anything like that. They'll be looking at the stats, and that's how it is. So he don't forget he was a captain, and we had 3 great men here today. The coach and your captain, and Kohli, who was a captain. You see, so I think that you are lucky to have such what you do. You right now you can produce many players, bowlers batsmen, and things like that. So once you have that, you're going to be okay.
Your prediction for the T20 World Cup, who's going to win, do you think?
Well, I cannot be a hypocrite. I'm a Christian. I feel that when you get the real the batsman, you see, batting is the thing. If you get 5 or 6 batsmen, you'll always be there to do the bit. Don't depend on one person or so. But I tell you what, there has not been one of these things for the last maybe 20 years, 30 years, 40 years that India didn't really shake everybody up. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might not win it, but you will be in it. So India will be there. I hope the West Indies will be there. I'm not going any further.
So that was a legendary West Indies fast bowler Wes Hall saying that he would definitely like to have both West Indies and India in the final. Also, so for the fact that Indian batsman Virat Kohli, he believes, is one of the top batters in the world. With Kapasa Shashaka, this is Tapush Bhattacharya for DD India from Barbados.
Now, ahead of the India versus Afghanistan match on Thursday, the world's top-ranked batter Suryakumar Yadav has adjusted his playing style to tackle the tough pitches at the ongoing World Cup. However, he expects the Caribbean wickets to better accommodate his natural stroke play. India's Super 8 campaign begins on Thursday against Afghanistan, and the team will also play against Bangladesh along with Australia at St. Lucia, where the highest total of the tournament has been recorded so far. Additionally, they will also compete in Antigua. The spicy wickets in New York forced Suryakumar to exercise patience, particularly while playing shots behind the wickets.
Yeah, they were a little spicy there. It was fresh. They made the conditions after they got to know that there's a World Cup over there, and here they have been making pitches regularly. So, but yeah, the practice wicket here were much better from what we did in US. It's difficult to generate that force when there's no pace on the wicket and when someone has read your game nicely. So at that time you have to be very smart how you want to extend your innings. You have to change according to the situation, what team demands at that moment. And talk to your partner who's inside, calm your nerves down, and then take the innings ahead. For the first time, so yes, the conditions were different and little challenging as well. But we've played here, we know the conditions here, how they react, how they act. So yeah, very happy to be here. Last time also when we were here for ODIs, it was a similar kind of wicket. But I don't think there has been a lot of cricket played here in the last 10-15 days. We said the practice wickets were also good. So we are expecting that the game wicket will also be much better. That has always been my strong point. I mean, if the wicket is slow, spinner is bowling, or if the wicket is good, that has always been my game. I've tried to play the same way what I do in the practice sessions. And I mean, yeah, everyone has a different game plan. Looking at the wickets against the spinners, all have different mindsets. But yeah, when they come together and bring the skill set, I think it'll be good.
Well, India's Super 8 campaign begins on Thursday against Afghanistan at Kensington Oval in Barbados. DD India correspondent Tapush Bhattacharya sends us this exclusive report from Ground Zero.
We are in Barbados, and outside this Kensington Oval, this is in Barbados. This is where India will start their Super 8 fixture. They will start their Super 8 tournament's first match against Afghanistan. And as you can see, here you have a idol of Sir Gary Sobers, one of the legend of West Indies cricket, one of the top all-rounder of world cricket. India has actually qualified for the Super 8 along with USA from Group A. From Group B, Australia and England. Group C, West Indies and Afghanistan. And Group D, South Africa and Bangladesh. And in the Super 8, they have been divided into two groups. Group A has India, Australia, Afghanistan, Bangladesh. And Group B is also called the Group of Death because it has USA, England, West Indies and South Africa. And all these 8 teams will be vying to get a spot in the semi-final and the the tournament now gets into the serious mode because Super 8 is what you call the big boys club, where all the teams will be looking to make sure that they get they book their seat for the semi-final and then for the big final. That also will happen at this particular venue. With camera person Shankar, this is Taposh Bhattacharya for DD India from Barbados.
And now to give you more perspective on this, I am joined by DD India correspondent Taposh Bhattacharya from Barbados. Taposh, do you reckon there will be any change in the team in the Super 8 for the upcoming clash?
Right, so yeah, absolutely. There is no denying that part that there might be some changes. Although looking at Indian team's performance, Indian team's history, we have seen that they generally don't break the winning combination. But here against against Afghanistan in this particular Barbados pitch, one believed that there might be some changes in the playing 11. We saw the way Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav were bowling. We believe we might have one more spinner coming into the playing 11. Who that will be, that remains to be seen. But yes, there is a good chance that there might be some changes in the playing 11, considering the fact that the Super 8 stages have started, and in the West Indies, we believe that the pitchers will assist the spinners more than they assist the pacers.
And in this situation, Taposh, how do you see the challenges posed by Afghanistan?
Right, so Afghanistan are a very strong team. In fact, in T20 format, anybody can win any match and can turn the game on its head at any particular time. And Afghanistan have shown in this particular T20 tournament that you think of them as a light team, as somebody who you can roll over. You will find it difficult. New Zealand have actually gone out of the tournament is largely because of the way Afghanistan has played. They actually thrashed New Zealand in the T20 in this particular T20 tournament. So taking Afghanistan lightly will not work for Indian team.
So let's see what happens, because as Taposh says, Afghanistan is also not a team which is to be taken lightly. Well, New Zealand fast bowler, on the other hand, Lockie Ferguson, has become the second bowler in T20Is and the first at a men's T20 Cricket World Cup to bowl 4 maiden overs in a spell. Taposh has got more details. Let's take a look.
New Zealand's fast bowler Lockie Ferguson has etched his name to the world record books with a phenomenal spell of bowling in the T20 World Cup 2024. In New Zealand's last group stage match against Papua New Guinea, Ferguson delivered an unparalleled performance, becoming the second bowler in T20 international history and the first in men's T20 World Cup to bowl 4 maiden over in a single spell. Yes, you heard it right. 4 overs, not a single run conceded, and 3 crucial wickets. Coming on to ball in the 5th over after New Zealand opted to field, Ferguson made an immediate impact. His very first ball had PNG captain Asad Vela caught at first slip. Ferguson kept the pressure on the new batter, said Paavo, with 6 dot balls in the first over. Returning in the 12th over, Ferguson struck again, this time pinning Charles Amini in front for 17. This decision was initially given not out, but it was overturned upon review, confirming the ball was hitting the stumps. Ferguson's final over, the 14th of the innings, saw him clean bowl Chopra for just 1 run, sealing his 3rd wicket of the day. While PNG managed to sneak 2 runs through leg byes, Ferguson bowling remained impeccable. The breathtaking spell of 4 maidens, 3 wickets for 0 runs will go down in history, not just as a personal milestone for Ferguson, but as a testament to the thrilling, unpredictable nature of T20 cricket. The only other bowler to achieve this remarkable feat is Canada's Saad bin Zafar, who recorded 4 over 4 maidens and 2 wickets against Panama in the T20 World Cup in the qualifiers in 2021. Though New Zealand's journey in the T20 World Cup 2024 has come to an end following losses to Afghanistan and West Indies, Ferguson's extraordinary performance will be remembered for years to come. With camera person Shankar, this is Taposh Bhattacharya for DD India from Barbados.
Staying on cricket, Kane Williamson has stepped down as the captain of New Zealand's white ball teams and opted out of a national contract for the 2024-25 season following the Black Caps' early exit at the T20 Cricket World Cup. While Williamson's decision marks the end of an era for New Zealand team that made the semi-finals of the previous 3 T20 Cricket World Cups and the 2021 final, but ultimately missed out on a maiden white ball title. Williamson will continue to play for New Zealand in all 3 formats. He's one of the world's top batsmen and a campaigner of more than 350 international tests, one-days and T20I cricket. On to a deaf cricket tournament now. England beat India on the basis of Duckworth-Lewis or the DLS method in the first match of the 7-match T20 series on Tuesday. Now opting to bowl first, the Indian team knocked out England for 95 runs in 19.5 overs. Meanwhile, in reply to this, the Indian team only played 5 overs due to heavy rain in the stadium. And Indian bowler Sanju Sharma, who took 4 wickets for 15 runs and 4 overs, was chosen as the player of the match. Now, the next 2 matches of the series will be played on the 20th of June. And now let's talk about some development of sporting infrastructure. Prime Minister Narendra Modi undertook a surprise visit on Tuesday evening to review the work underway to build an international cricket stadium and sports complex in the holy city of Varanasi. Now, once ready, the stadium and the sports complex will cater to the needs of the youth and further enhance a sporting culture across the region. And now in Sports Buzz, let's talk about athletics. World champion Neeraj Chopra clinched a gold medal in men's javelin throw at the prestigious Paavo Nurmi Games in Finland on Tuesday. Now, with a commanding throw of 85.97 meters, Neeraj Chopra not only secured the top podium spot but also delivered a performance that solidifies his status as the front-runner for the upcoming Paris Olympics. His victory at the Paavo Nurmi Games serves as a crucial milestone in his journey. Meanwhile, home favourite Tony Karenin claimed the silver medal with a personal best throw of 84.19 metres, while his compatriot and 2022 gold medalist Oliver Hilander took the 3rd spot with 83.96 metres throw. Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya also congratulated Neeraj Chopra in a social media post for setting a new benchmark of success. Moving on to tennis now, the Olympic Committee of Serbia has announced that Novak Djokovic will compete at the year's Olympic Games in Paris. The 24 times Grand Slam winner will be attending his 5th Olympics since his first in 2008 when he bagged a bronze medal there. The 37-year-old had a knee surgery last month after he was forced to pull out of the French Open. World number 3, Novak Djokovic, will look forward to end his title drought in 2024 as he chases an elusive Olympic gold medal at the upcoming Paris Olympic Games. Now, Portugal kick-started their Euro 2024 campaign with an edgy 2-1 Group F victory over a dodged Czech Republic on Tuesday. The Czechs had stunned the Portuguese fans packed inside the Leipzig stadium when they took the lead out of the blue in the 62nd minute as Lucas Provod's superb curling effort threatened to cause an almighty upset. Yet the unfortunate runner scored an own goal 7 minutes later to set up a frenetic finish that saw Portugal claim the 3 position. Earlier, Turkey beat Georgia for 3-1 in a dramatic battle under the rain. A stunning long-range strike from teenager Arda Güler helped lift Turkey to a victory in their Euro 2024 Group F opener against debutants Georgia. Georgia repeatedly went close to the equalizer, but Kerem made it 3-1 with virtually the last kick of the match. More from Euro, Portugal centre-back Pepe became the oldest player in European Championships history aged 41 years and 113 days after he was named in the side for the Euro 2024 Group F opener against Czech Republic on Tuesday. Pepe beat the previous record held by former Hungary goalkeeper Gabor Karaly, who was 40 years and 86 days old when he played in the Euro 2016 last 16 and faced a defeat by Belgium. Now he will start in a back three alongside Diego Dalot and Ruben Dias in a strong Portugal side, spearheaded by 39-year-old captain Cristiano Ronaldo. Staying on Euro, Croatia and Albania both need a victory in their clash on Wednesday to ignite their Euro 2024 campaign and give them some hope of progressing. Croatia have a rich World Cup history but have never replicated that at the Euros and began their latest attempt with a disappointing 3-0 defeat against Spain. Albania are at only their second major tournament and performed creditably against defending champions Italy in their opening encounter, taking an early lead before succumbing to 2-1. Now, both the teams urgently need points in their second game, either to compete for the 2 qualifying spots or to bolster their chances of being one of the 4 best third-place teams who will progress to the knockout stages.
For them was also not a good first game. They lost 3-0 against Spain. Also not an easy game, but I think for them, as also for us, it's going to be a chance to show a reaction, and it's going to be for sure a difficult game, as for them, but also for us, and we're going to try our best. They go try their best, and I think let's see who going to win.
On the other hand, Hungary will look forward to cause a major upset when they face tournament host Germany in their second Euro 2024 Group A match on Wednesday. Marco Rossi's side slumped to a 3-1 loss to Switzerland in their opening match and will need a positive result against the Germans to keep their last 16 hopes alive ahead of a final group game against Scotland. Hungary have a good recent record against the Germans, going unbeaten in their last 3 encounters. However, this will be the first time that the Rossi faces a German side coached by Julian Nagelsmann. Germany thrashed Scotland by 5-1 in tournament's opening encounter.
Aber generell glaube ich vorneweg.
I think we have analyzed Hungary very well, have a clear idea of how they play when the opponent has the ball. But we already said before the group game that we do not always expect to shoot every opponent out of the stadium. It's about winning the game in the end and to be prepared.
Aber generell glaube ich vorneweg.
I think we have
2 gol su 3.
We will play Germany, which in my opinion is the toughest rival, the toughest team to be playing against right now. But we will try to do our very best. We know that on papers, and not only on paper, we know that German team is better than us, and no one can take offense. Actually, this should further stimulate us, should further motivate us, allowing us to give it our very best shot.
Però noi faremo del nostro meglio. Sappiamo che sulla carta.
Moving on, Willie Mays, one of the greatest baseball players of all time and the Hall of Fame center fielder, passed away on the 18th of June at the age of 93 due to heart failure. Mays played 23 seasons for the New York Giants, San Francisco Giants and New York Mets from the year 1951 to 1973. He was the epitome of what came to be known as a 5-tool player, meaning he was exceptional at hitting for average, hitting for power, fielding, throwing and base running. Mays, who was also known as the Say Hey Kid because of his standard greeting, was ranked second on the Sporting News' 1998 list of the 100 greatest baseball players, behind Babe Ruth and ahead of Ty Cobb. And that's all for this edition of TD India Sports Pass. But do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the TD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download it right now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on TD India. I am Deepika Mehto, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching TD India Sports Pass. Namaskar.